Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to give you an assignment which is based on using classes, objects, and initializing the variables using constructor and accessing those variables and methods. So, as part of this assignment, using these concepts, you need to write the Java programs as mentioned here. Okay, that's what is assignment. You need to clearly follow the instructions given here to write the Java programs as part of the assignment. So what are the instructions? First, you need to create a class as a template. For example, you take students class. Okay, student class. You create a student class as a template. And then inside the student class, you create variables like ID, name, marks, and then methods like study, eat, sleep, student details. These are the variables you need to create inside the students class template, and these are the methods you need to create under the student class template. After that, you need to use the constructor in this template, class template, that is student class template, to initialize those class variables. That is another instruction you have here. And finally, you need to access all the methods of the class outside the class by creating the objects. You need to access all these methods by creating the objects. And also, when you are creating, in this example, you are creating multiple classes, right? You are creating multiple classes, right? Make sure you create these multiple classes inside the same Java file. Don't use separate Java files when you create multiple classes as part of these instructions. Okay, as part of these instructions, you have to create a template class and some other class containing the main method. Inside the main method, you are going to create the objects to access these methods of this template class, and to initialize this template class variables, you have to use constructor. And multiple classes you are creating, right? That multiple classes should be created inside the same Java file. That's another instruction. So hope that you will be following these instructions and be creating and will be creating this writing these Java programs as mentioned here as part of this assignment. Now you can pause this video and try these instructions and write the code by yourself. Now, once you are done, you can resume this video to watch the solution. Okay. According to these instructions, I am going to write the code for you or give the solution for you. So you can cross check the Java code that you have written with my code to see if we both are on the same page. If we both are on the same page, you are writing in a proper way. Otherwise, you can learn from my solution. So without any delay, let me give you the solution for this assignment as per the instructions given here. I'm going to solve this assignment. For that, I'll switch to the Eclipse ID. Here, I'm going to create a new class. So here they clearly mentioned, right? We need to create a student class as a template class. I'm going to create a student class here, student. Fine. I'll be using the student class as a template, so I'm not creating any main method inside it. Okay. Once I create the student class like that, I'll just increase the font size a bit. So inside the student class, I need to create some variables. Inside the student class, I need to create some variables like ID, name, marks. Okay. These three are the variables, right? So let me create the variables for ID. Int ID. Next one, name, string, name. Next one, int or double marks like that I'm giving. Okay. So these three are the variables. Now I want to create some methods also. That is study, eat, and sleep methods. Okay. Study, eat, and sleep methods. Let me create first method public void study. Okay. System.out.println. Here what should happen? Name plus student name. Student name is studying. Okay. When I say study, the student should start studying. Okay. Then eat, right? Another method is eat. Okay. If I write eat here, what will happen? System.out.println. Name plus name is nothing but student name. Is eating. Is eating. I need to write. Next one. Public void sleep. Here I'll write the print statement. Here name plus is sleeping. Is sleeping. Now student details method also I need. Public void excuse me, student details method I am creating. So when someone calls this particular method of the class, I'll be printing system.out.println. Okay. ID of the ID of the student is plus ID. Then system.out.println, name of the student is plus name. System.out.println, marks of the student are plus marks. Like this, I'll create a method. Okay. So I created the required variables and methods now. Now, after this, it's clearly stated here that use the constructor to initialize the class variable. So what I will do here is I'll going to create a constructor also. That is, the name of the constructor should match with the name of the class. I'll simply write like this: public. Return type won't be there for the constructor, so I'm not writing void keyword or something. Return type won't be there. After public, I'm giving the name of the constructor as the class name itself. Now here, I'm going to give some parameters to initialize this class variables with the help of this constructor. I need to give int id, comma, string, name, comma, double marks. Like this, I'll give. Now here, I'll write this dot id is equal to id. This dot name is equal to name. This dot marks is equal to marks. So I am done with creation of the constructor. Constructor you should create like this. After that, I'll be creating one more class. Okay. After that, or I don't have to create a class also. If I want, I can create a class here. If I want to access some things, these things outside the class, I can do that. Okay. So here is the thing, or I can do one more thing, that is, I can create the class also. Let me create the class. Let me create the class. That is class. Let's say uh, demo X class I'll create. Okay, like this I'll create a class. And here I would like to write the main method inside this class. I would like to write the main method inside this class, but there will be a problem. You see, I will not be able to run the code. Run as, you see, not getting, because this class is not matching with the Java file name. Okay, if this class name matches with the Java file name in that particular, for example, this class is matching with this class name, which I am using as a template, is matching with this Java file name. So inside this, I can create the main method and then I can run the code. But here, the situation is completely different, where I would like to create the main method inside this another class, but this class name is not matching with the file name. So even after I write the main method, I'll not be able to run the Java code. So what I will do here is I'll just rename this class. Java file name, I'll change it. Right click, refactor, rename. I'll just name this as demo X, guys. Okay. And click on finish. And click on finish. The moment I do that, okay, here demo X is there, but here I'm getting an error. The type demo X is already defined, is coming somewhere, it is there also. Okay, I'll give some other thing like demo Z otherwise. Save this and I'll just right click here, refactor, rename. I'll just go with demo Z now. Click on finish. Finish. Again, the same error is coming. That's not a problem with the class name. So what I will do here is, here demo Z is there. This name also got demo Z. That's why we are getting the error. Okay. When I am changing the Java file name, this particular student, this should be a student, right? But it's getting changed, guys. Okay. So I'll change it to student and I'll keep it as X only. Again, I have to rename here. Refactor, rename. I'll just name it to X. Finish. And here student is still there. You see, we are getting the error because I'm just specifying the student class as public, but public should only be specified before if there are multiple classes in the same Java file, public should be specified before the class whose class name is matching with the file name. But here student is not matching with the file name, but public is not eligible here. Remove the public from here and put the public here. It will be okay. Now here demo X is matching with the Java file name, and then I can put the public. Without any problem, I can put the public. Okay. So here, since I changed okay, here it should be student, right? Student. Constructor should be student only. Okay. Now save this. Error will be gone. Here I'm creating this class as a template only. Template, and I'm not putting public because student is not matching with the Java file name here. And here second class is matching with the Java file name. Before that I can put public, and also inside that if I put the main method I can run the code. You see, I'll get the Java application option. Earlier I was not getting, now I'm getting, because this particular main method inside the class whose class name is matching with the Java file name. These are all these concepts I already covered in the previous sessions of this course, guys. Now, now the next thing here is, now the next thing that is here is what I have to do. I need to create an object for this student class so that the constructor will be called, and all these variables will be initialized, and after that using that object reference I can access all these methods. That's what is the next step, right? So here I'm going to do that. Here I'm going to write student, new student. Like this we need to create an object. The moment I want to create an object, you see error is coming because okay, the constructor student is undefined. It should match with the parameters here. For example, I'll just pass the first student, 1 comma, name of the student as Arun, marks as 95 out of 100, let's say. Okay, 95.23, let's say. Now, I'll write student, S1 is equal to, okay, object reference is S1. Now, using the object reference S1 dot, I can access. I can access all these variables and methods if I want. I'm trying to access the methods now. I'm trying to access the methods now. That is, if I say S1 dot study, S1 dot study, then S1 dot eat, then S1 dot sleep, then S1 dot student details. Like this, I can create any number of objects. Here I demonstrated with one object. Now, similarly, I can create one more object also. That is new student, 2 comma Varun, comma 83.45. And here student S2 is equal to, like this, I can create any number of objects, and using the object reference, I can call the methods. Study, S2 dot study, S2 dot eat, S2 dot sleep, S2 dot student details. Okay, like that I can do. I can run this code also. Right click, run as Java application. I'll get the output also. You see, Arun is studying, Arun is eating, Arun is sleeping. ID of the student is 1. Name of the student is Arun. Marks of the student are 95.23. Similarly, for the second object also, using second object, these things are getting printed. Varun is studying, Varun is eating, Varun is sleeping. ID of the student is 2. Name of the student is Varun. And marks of the student are 83.45. If you are able to write this way, if you are able to write the code in this way, where created a class template and okay, you create a main method, inside that you created the objects, you initialize the class variables using the constructor, and you call all these methods of this particular class by using the object references. Okay, then you are good to go, guys. You have solved the problem in a perfect way. Okay, if not, you can learn something from this assignment. Okay, if your code is not matching with mine, okay, then you can learn whatever that you are missing in your code, you can learn from my solution. Fine. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.